Maribel Rodriguez. It is Tuesday, June 19th. Let's check on that travel forecast with meteorologist Lisa Gonzalez.
Thanks, Maribel. And as we look ahead into tomorrow, it'll be hot and humid. Highs mostly in the low 90s for the state of Florida. Look at that. The heat is on for much of the southeast. Warm, too, across the mid-Atlantic, the northeast, New England areas. And as we check in on the central U.S., the upper 70s in Omaha, 82 in Kansas City, 81 in Minneapolis. And we are seeing those warm temperatures through parts of the desert southwest with the triple digits in Vegas, Phoenix. Yeah, it'll be a scorcher. 74, though, in Los Angeles, 92 in Portland.
Lisa, thanks. We often talk about the role mentors play early in a person's life to help steer them from making mistakes. But a program underway in a Florida prison shows the impact a mentor can have on those looking to begin their lives anew. CBS 4's Jim DeFede has their story.
Behind the barbed wire fences of the Everglades Correctional Institute,
what qualities does a good mentor possess?
A group of men gathered to discuss the value of mentoring.
Patience, because I didn't have a father figure growing up.
No, I think we all are here for making bad choices.
Who had attitude?
The program inside the state prison on the western edge of Miami-Dade County is unique in that it relies on the prisoners themselves to become the mentors for their fellow inmates.
I wish I had a mentor growing up that I paid attention to. I've learned and grown so much more than I ever learned in any school class or anything I ever did. I learned about life, I learned about people this way.
I've had the best conversations, in my life right here at Everglades.
Alan Cohen oversees the Horizon program, as it's known. Under the program, 128 inmates live in 2 large dorms where they are encouraged to develop a sense of family, learning from each other ways to become better people. They are also offered computer training and other skills that can help them when they are released.
I had very close friends of mine that would even ask me, why would you be doing something like this? Why do you want to help people that are in those type of situations? Well, after I attended a couple volunteer sessions up in Daytona, I realized that wasn't the case, okay? That there are an amazing amount of good people in prison.
From a distance, it may seem hard to imagine that Richard Leckler and Luther Colley would fit the description of good people. Leckler is serving 20 years for burglary, and Colley is 17 years into a 25-year sentence for armed robbery. Colley was 22 when he was arrested.
When I met Luther, he was a young, wild kid coming in angry. He was upset. And I just tried to just show him that there's so much in him.
I had dreams and aspirations, and prison wasn't one of them.
Leckler said he thinks of Colley as his son now.
And I don't think he intentionally was trying to be a mentor. That's just who he is. It's just quite natural.
And now Colley is helping others.
When you take the initiative to actually sign up to get in this program, there's something in you that's yearning for some change. It may not be as obvious at first, but we've discovered in the process of time that just being in an environment like this, it has a positive effect.
We've been torn down. We know what the society feels about us, and we know what they think about us. But we know who we are as people.
Of course, there are no guarantees it will work, but all the men we spoke to were hopeful.
We are planting seeds. Whether we see those seeds grow, that's really not our part.
And that was Jim DeFede reporting. Leckler is scheduled to be released in another 18 months, while Collier's release date is 2024. He is hoping, even though, to continue to help those in prison restart their lives. For information on how you can get involved as a mentor, head over to our website, cbsmiami.com/mentoringmatters. And we want to hear about mentors in your life. Email us at mentoringmatters@cbs.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Maribel Rodriguez, and a reminder, we're always on cbsmiami.com. Have a great day.